in order to continue being my best self. And that's why I do this, because I want to give back the medicine that I received, and because I feel the need of it in the world so strongly.
Yeah, good. Let's continue with that. I want you to share a little bit about men's initiation, because I was reading by a beautiful brother in a book talking about how we've had so many pseudo initiations. Like, for example, one of mine at 16 years old being taken by a group of guys to Amsterdam to sleep with a prostitute and losing my virginity in that way. Right? And then them all waiting for me outside. It was like a full initiation, right? But it's a pseudo initiation.
Right.
And as I was reading, looking at my own life and realizing that I haven't actually had any real kind of integrated, authentic initiations by other embodied, you could say, more conscious, loving men. And so could you speak to that?
Yeah, for sure. The other way to describe what you're saying is rites of passage.
Right.
And I think that a lot of the ancient ways, the native traditions, and even some of the traditions that fell out of favor just a few centuries ago, where we had more mixing of ages, and we had a different kind of way of relating to gender. And I think that we had older men and older boys, even like adolescents to children, educating and training and modeling for younger people what it means to grow up as an embodied male figure. And with our school system, everybody's divided by age, and we're mostly like taught by somebody who's a generation older. There's these gaps where the older generations are not really that involved anymore with the training, the initiation, and the rites of passage that would help a developing person come into a new sense of graduation of like, okay, now I'm at this level, now I'm at this age, these are my responsibilities now. And so we've lost that. We've lost that almost entirely. Like the initiation that you described is a beautiful example of like pseudo initiations. Like, what are the others? Like getting your driver's license, having a kid, getting married. But like even though we have those rituals, we don't really have the like character development that comes along with it. Puberty is a great example too, right? It's something that we've shoved into a classroom taught by some third party, if you're lucky, or you get some more like moralistic training about puberty and sexuality as we're coming into our own sexuality from like the church, for example. Or you get a bunch of like shaming from parents or what have you. Like, there's no robust way to help somebody who's like growing into an adult form really have context or a frame of reference for what's happening to them and what's happening through them. So ReMENber has based itself on rites of passage, and we have a framework for 5 rites of passage that are not really like a one and done thing. Like, you cross through these 5 gates and you're a man and you're complete and that's it.
Okay,
but,
certificate.
That's done. Hang this on your wall. You've graduated. But more of like the concept of walking through a rite of passage and recognizing that that pattern, the spiral, will continue to unfold throughout your life, particularly in these areas that we focus on: our families of origin, our inner beloved relationship, shadow work, and sacred purpose especially. And to go through an initiation in those areas is to truly grow, to truly expand into a more fully developed form. And having men there who can support you to ritualize that is a fantastic way to shed the skins that we're ready to take off and step into the shoes that we are meant to fill.
Beautiful. Well, I love it when you share. I love the poeticness of it, but I can feel the integrity and